That story.
Youth sports practices in the middle of a heat wave. What parents and coaches need to know to keep students safe.
14,000
not injured and is cooperating with police.
Let's talk about this heat wave or not. It is that time of year for outdoor football practices to start up again.
News Specialist Ladd Egan is live in Sandy with what parents and coaches need to know about being out there in the heat. Ladd.
Yeah, Dan and Ashley, I'm here at Mount Jordan Middle School in Sandy. In just about an hour, Alta Youth Football is going to be holding tryouts here in this field. We've been watching their trailers show up as they're getting ready for tryouts. Later this week, the student athletes will be in full pads just as the temperature's near 100 degrees again. And a certified athletic trainer with Intermountain Health says student athletes need time to acclimatize to the heat by ramping up the activity level gradually. She also recommends regular breaks and continually hydrating before, during, and after practice or tryouts.
It's not just a one and done type thing. You just can't drink a whole bottle of water right before practice and expect that to work out. We recommend them to grab a water bottle and to drink all day long.
In addition to water, Intermountain medical experts recommend athletes layer in sports drinks or electrolyte solutions to keep hydrated. Also remember that fruits and veggies can help keep athletes hydrated. They also warn that parents and coaches need to watch closely for signs of heat illness and tend to move the players out of the heat and give them cool liquids if they show symptoms such as heavy sweating, intense thirst, weakness, muscle cramps, weak pulse, nausea, and dizziness. And heat exhaustion can lead to heat stroke, which can be fatal. And so they say to seek medical attention immediately if symptoms include confusion, seizures, or a loss of consciousness. Also, they say watch out for surfaces like artificial turf and pavement that can have a lot higher temperature than grass. For Live at 5, I'm Ladd Egan.
Yeah, so important to pay attention to those symptoms. Ladd, thank you. Well, it's not just
calls to the new suicide hotline.
It's not just a one and done type thing. You just can't drink a whole bottle of water right before practice and expect that to work out.
And rising temperatures impacting the practice field. What's being done to keep our kids from overheating?
KSL News at 6.
ruining our ecosystem.
And we are live in Sandy where these young football players are having tryouts during this heat wave. Coming up after the break, we'll talk with medical experts about what parents and coaches need to know to keep young players safe.
Welcome back. Heat wave or not, it's that time of the year again for youth football practices to get underway.
You still feel bad for them though, right?
Yeah.
News specialist Ladd Egan is live in Sandy with what parents and coaches need to know about being out in this heat. Ladd?
Yeah, Deanie and Dan, it is hot out here. And, you know, since our 5 p.m. newscast, you probably noticed the field here at Mount Jordan Middle School has filled up with all these football players. They're here for Alta Youth Football tryouts. And, you know, normally tryouts would go until 8, but tonight they're going to end at 7 because of these hot temperatures.
We asked everybody to start drinking water ahead of time.
Alta Youth Football President Jamie Benson says they shortened tryouts to just a half hour each day to limit time spent in the heat.
It is still hot during tryouts every year, but I feel like it's a little hotter this year.
Coaches are also planning to take it a little easier and limit the time spent in helmets during these first few days.
The coaches will give them breaks every so often to go get water.
Just start a little bit at asking them to do a little bit more each day as they start their tryouts and get their student athletes used to working out in the heat.
Certified athletic trainer Paige Jansen with Intermountain Health says student athletes need to acclimatize to the heat and to prepare for practice by hydrating well in advance.
It's not just a one and done type thing. You just can't drink a whole bottle of water right before practice and expect that to work out. We recommend them to grab a water bottle and to drink all day long.
In addition to water, Jansen also recommends athletes layer in sports drinks or electrolyte solutions to keep hydrated. And during outdoor practices or games, she says to watch closely for signs of heat illness.
If you start feeling hot, if you start feeling sick to your stomach, you get a headache, you're not sweating as much, you need to stop doing that exercise. You need to start cooling down quickly. You need to drink, you need to pour water over your head, you need to get ice or water over the body.
And Intermountain Health says that heat exhaustion can lead to heat stroke, which can be fatal. And so they say to seek medical attention immediately if the symptoms include confusion, seizures, or loss of consciousness. So I know the coaches are watching out for the kids here. Deanie and Dan, that trainer with Intermountain also saying that after practice, it's a good idea for the young athletes to have something with a little extra salt in it to help them retain that water. So I'm thinking French fries sound pretty good.
That's probably not what she had in mind, Lad, but she did have some good ideas about how to approach water, hydration. That's good. Thanks.
Lad and I are on the same page.
Oh, the fries.
You never go wrong with fries, right? In this kind of weather.
Yeah, sure.
There, Kevin?
Dip your fries in the water, right? Do whatever you got to do.
That's right.
It's plenty hot around the